I'm sure this video will be different. I'm sure we will get some sanity this time around.
All men are rapists.
Wrong! I was wrong.
Yeah. All men are rapists.
Even your dad? What about other male siblings that you may have? Or were they automatically exempt?
There's a lot of really big, strong men out there who use their physical size to intimidate women.
So if you see a large, husky and or muscular gentleman, you assume that they have built themselves that way to intimidate women, or so that they can exert their physical prowess over women.
I assume that every man is dangerous until he proves otherwise.
Wouldn't men not being behind bars and not assaulting people on sight be proof enough?
Men literally admit out loud, in person, on the internet, in interviews, that they see women as objects.
Sure, yeah, there are a lot of misogynists out there, but I have seen women openly admit that they see men as walking, talking wallets. They think it's absolutely fine because they are the fairer sex. You know, like it's a kind of...
You see us body part by body part and not as a whole human.
Chauvinistic men may see it that way, but I assure you, the majority of men do not.
Men see sex as something they take from women, and that's something that women give to them.
What? The way you phrased that just then, it sounds as if you're saying that men grape women, all men. Is that what you actually meant when you said that men take that from women?
They view sex as something a woman allows a man to do to her.
Wow. You have a very twisted perspective, don't you? Sex, especially with the right person, is a wonderful consensual act of love. If you are speaking from experience, then you have my sincerest condolences, because that is not the way it should be. And again, all decent men feel this way.
Y'all feed into this toxic purity culture, where a woman with a high body count is not a valuable person.
I personally don't give a fuck about that. But every individual, when it comes to their sex life, have their own terms and conditions. If a person doesn't feel 100% okay sleeping with someone who has had a high body count, that's their choice.
Men are just trash.
There, she finally said it.
You treat women like trash.
Bad men treat women like trash.
You women every single day.
All men or just murderers?
Like, it's pretty scary out here for us women. Oh, but men can be victims too. Okay, well, I'll tell you all my tips on how to not be abused in another video.
Hard pass.
Because trust me, us women, we've mastered all the steps that we need to take to avoid harm, and maybe these tips will help men avoid being victimized as well.
But earlier you said that all men are trash, and now you're willing to give men tips and advice as to how not to get harmed? I get this inkling, this feeling that you have been through some awful trauma. I could be wrong. You could simply be another man-hating misandrist, of which you do have plenty of misandry in you, but I get this feeling that it stems from something awful that you went through. I hope this video can serve as a reminder to women everywhere that we're not all evil. But at the same time, I would never play down any kind of experiences that you may have had. But saying all men are trash, it's not really okay. Especially if it's not okay for me to say that all women are trash. But if that's how you honestly feel, then alright. I hope one day for your sake you can come out of this mindset. Like, if you see this video and your opinion of me has changed from being unlikable to being somewhat moderate, or maybe you have come around and you do like me, based on first impressions, then it must stand to reason that there are others like me. And if there are, then just how many of us good men are there?